welcome to the breakfast club in the afternoon, the lunch club, I suppose it is. Let's look at what we've got here. There's been a heck of a rundown for this FOMC. Got a huge rundown here. We're going flat and then took this huge dive down. We do have a reversal. On the 15-second chart, you'll see quite clearly. We have a nice little reversal here. Body breaks above this level. We trade back into the order block and start to run higher. Looking for an upside objective right now above here. See how we act inside that. Yeah, see how we do in there. Just want to see if we can get back up into this level. We found support at this candle. Start getting below this low here, taking this out, then we're going to market structure break again, back inside this range. The concern is that they're going to reach back down into here. So I want to see these candles kind of hold in price. See if we get a reaction off of here. If anybody else is joining us this afternoon. Russell's with us. Good morning, Russell, or afternoon, Russell. It was a move down to me. No sound. Oh. I guess I don't have my headset on, hey? How's that? Now you can hear me. You guys hear me now? The sound of silence. I heard you for a second. Can you hear me now? I think you got my, yeah, the sound's up now. Very low, but there is sound. Well, that's no good. That's good. You can hear it. Didn't quite get that objective there, so looks like we may come all the way down into this guy here. If we go below here, we might be looking for a deeper run. See what kind of reaction we get in here. If we can get back above this candle, I'll look for a long. If we get through that candle. Looks like we're still on a run down, hey? Break this structure again. So we're breaking all this on the way down. Order block. Trade below it. Right here. Trade back into it. Take this one out. Literally gap below. Came back into it. Look at this order block here. Traded below it. Came back inside it. Short. Traded below here. Trade back inside it for a short. Trade below here. Trade back inside it. Now you want to see this go lower. Yes, we're still looking for this downside objective here. Getting closer by the minute. We're 16 handles away from the bottom half, so we're like 6 handles away from the top for that one to be completed. We're calling for this to go lower, but holy smokes. That was quite the dramatic drop. Look at those overall. Huge. So GBP, everything's taking a dive down now. looking for the lows here in Europe now. Oil took a dive looking for 69.32 to 69.38. Bitcoin hit our objective and hit our objective rather nicely, actually. Smacked right into it. So if we go lower still, my next downside objective will be right here for the next downside for Bitcoin. Gold, we wanted gold to go down, but we're aiming for this low here. She crashed right through that. We're aiming for this to fill in down here, and that is more than delivered. We're right through all of that now. This low is now taken at 605. Yeah, the low is taken. So TSX, make a big dive down today. UNG, this is good. I'm looking for this to continue. Looking for these highs. I might only get 15 bucks again. 14.93. And then soybeans, that went through our objective, and the next downside objective was these old lows, and we've run through that now. Finally, soybeans got with the program, got down to where we were expecting. Wheat slowly dripping down through here, and we're looking for the next downside objective will be the bottom of that box there. We're still looking for the first upside objective for coffee, which is another 40 handles away or 36 handles away or so. Cotton hit our box, hit our objective already. That's good. And sugar hit our objective this morning. It's finally nailed that. So I want to see if we start digging into this here now. And cattle hit our objective. Look at that, right on the money last hour. Beautiful. And cocoa hit our upside objective beautifully, just what we were expecting. I love it, pops through it. So we'll see where that one closes today, and this will be the deciding factor on whether or not this is even appropriate. This was just a guess, right? We're looking for a run back into here, so depending on how high this goes today. Oops, let me just reverse that, put that back there. We don't count this candle here just yet. Now, I've got an upside. You have all these upsides here now. 167. 1726. 1597. 1598. All those are potential upsides depending on where we had a retracement here. So you're looking for the retracement in the weekly. Well, that'll be the daily. We're looking for a retracement now. Looking for a reversal in here, taking out this high. We've got our next leg projection into the new year. That's what I'm thinking. I'm glad Craig got out of that mosaic run this morning. It didn't feel right going down, so look at this big drop down this morning. So we're looking for this low here to get taken out now. And yeah, I'm glad he got he was in the green, took that out. As soon as you start trading through this box, we're looking for a run on these lows now. If this low doesn't get taken today, and reverses back into this level, you want to see this box here, hold price now, and continue pushing mosaic lower. We wanted that to go much lower anyway. Overall, we're looking for a big run down into at least back into here. I'd expect to see 22-ish dollars for that, and just wait for a reversal to occur here in the mosaic to go long on that. All these Canadian stocks here, the one that's going up still is TransAlta. Everything else is taking a hit. The banks, I was expecting the banks to take a dive down, not quite so fast, but they have taken a run through here now. We're past through that imbalance. We're all through this on Laurentian. We're all through this on Bank of Montreal now, and this Nova Scotia Bank. We were talking about that level there yesterday. Got some retracement off of it. My concern is that level right up here. We didn't quite, I think we just reached the edge of it here. I don't see, no, yeah, we're just inside this imbalance here. Popped into that, consequent encroachment of that gap, and then continued to run right through this mean threshold, which was the concern I had. I wanted to see it hold price. If you want to go higher, if that gives way, then we're heading lower. So that's a sizable drop. TD, we wanted that to roll over, and it's rolling over as expected. And silver is pooping the bed. So let's see what else we got. What's the direction we could aim for silver? Downside objective for silver for me would be, that's the next level I want to see for the downside. And how are you guys doing now? Did you guys do okay in that this morning, this afternoon? Did you manage to catch any of that? Nobody? There's only 6 of you in here by the looks of it. I'd like to see this provide some support here now. Start climbing back up again. Okay, so I didn't take any trades today. Cool. It's a nice watch and see day. I'd like to see if we can get above here now. We can come back and tap this old high here. Be great. If not, I'd like to see this. There's a couple more trade days left. We might get something there, Simo. So remember we're talking about this low that was going to be created, a swing point, and then the Santa rally. Remember that? Remember us talking about this Santa rally? Candle 1, 2, 3 turn, 4, 5 is the turn, 6, 7 is the swing, 8, 9 is the turn, 10, 11, 12 is the turn, 13. So we think 14, 15, 14 can make our low. That'll be Monday. 15 will end, and then Wednesday, which will be Christmas. So we should see that swing occur if that comes into this box here on the daily. So think about your candle or your time in a bottle, and there's 9 of you here get to listen to this, so you're getting some gold here. If we get what do we got? Tomorrow is 13, right? 12, 13, so tomorrow's 14. If we get this end down here inside this box, preferably inside this one, I'll do the overlap here so you get to see it. This will be the daily. If you get I'm going to include that open there as well. Watch here tomorrow to give us a swing to this point. And if we turn around anywhere inside these two boxes, look for a decent 1-hour swing. If we get a 1-hour swing point here, look for a run back up into here, into the new year for the Santa rally. And where's our upside objective? I hope 9 of you are listening to this. That's your upside objective. It's 200 handles, 400 handles. If we can get up into 300, 250 handles, if we can get down to this 200 level. Get onto this discount array here. We go discount and run all the way back up to premium. This would be the ideal entry right there, right at the bottom at 21,006. 21 big figure. Keep an eye on 21 big figure. Are y'all listening to that? There's 10 of you in here. Did y'all get that? 10 people can make off like bandits. So watch this level in here. If we blow through that level, forget what I said. We're looking way down here now. That's the next level below. If we blow through here, then this could be a big run up. But if we break this, we have broken market structure. Some might say this is a market structure break, but inside this larger range, I'd just say it's a break in structure for a run down into a discount array inside a larger range. So pull your fib tool from high to low on your daily range here. And look where optimal trade entry reversal gives us. Right inside that box, these two overlap, and that gives you 21,180 and 79% retracement, puts you right near the 21 big figure level. So watch carefully, my friends. We have a beautiful opportunity. Any prop firm coupons? Any prop firm coupons? What do you mean? Coupons? I can give you a, you can sign up for TradingView. It's not a prop firm though. So yeah, those are my downside objectives. These are all super. Mark these out on your charts. It's an old low. These will be important levels. You want to mark out your charts, what levels are going to be important to you. So I'm expecting one more wick down today, tomorrow, and see if we can't get a reversal on Friday. If it keeps coming down, look for this to happen on either this low, or if we really dig down into here, in a larger range, then look for your 16-17 candle, which is Tuesday. I'd expect to see the big Santa rally from there, so you could see something big. I think he means you have affiliation. No, I don't. I don't have any affiliation with prop firms. None of them have approached me, and I haven't approached any of them yet. Let's look at the weekly. See if we can find any confluences along the way here. Well, looky here. Looky. Right in the imbalance, 50% retracement of that wick will put you into that imbalance right there. Oops, where did I go? There we go. See that? There's 50%. So if we retrace back into this candles, we've already gone through the high, we've already gone through the open. Now I want to see this mean threshold hold price, which is also a weekly imbalance right down here. So we could see this run into here and then reverse. And then I want to see it come all the way back up to this old low here, which is also a weekly fair value gap, busy. And then see if we can't get a little Santa rally from here into the new year and take one more run on that high. If that be the case, or at least we're going to rally back up into this old low at 21,628. So if we get down into that level, that's 500 handles. Run back up. So, hello, Paulette. How are you? You might want to review what I was just talking about, because that could be a beautiful rally, and I'm glad it's on digital currency right here in front of you guys, so you can review this later. But that's what I'm looking at for the Santa rally. If we do get a Santa rally, that's the area I'm looking for it to run to. And look where this is sitting, right back to that level, 21.26, just shy of that mid-figure level, or big figure level. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. and that's a monthly candle. So if this monthly candle comes all the way back down into here and then starts to rally back up again for the end of the month into the first week of the new year, I'd like to see that. What's our 4-hour tell us? Return back to an old high, consequent encroachment. We have all a little cluster of overlapping new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, all in one place here. So that would be a downside target. And the next cluster is sitting right down in here. Got 1, 2, 3 pretty large clusters there. Right around 21, big figure, 121, 26. Discount array inside this large 4-hour. Look at that, right there. Oops. Undo. Right here. That's sitting just inside that 2186. All this whole block in here. I like it for downside. That's a 4-hour. Okay. Fair value gap. Break above it, come back inside it. We're looking for a run back into this range. Look for 50% of this range. And if this candle's mean threshold gives way, which is where it's at right there, if that gives way, I'm starting to look for support on top of this new week opening gap and another run back into here. And then perhaps the next price leg down. Let's go. See what's going on here. JVK, why do you say one more up run up above? Well, it may not run above the high, but I like to see the Santa rally back up into where it's pointing on that daily chart.
Playing with some things here, just checking. What do you see? I hope you are too. Got it, thanks. I'm wondering if for every quarter, I'm just kind of spitballing in here, and 13 of you in here to listen to this little spitballing session here. Do you know what Michael uses TGIF Fridays, right? I'm a firm believer in that everything he teaches you has a fractal component, right? It has a fractal component. So if we take a whole week and then we take the last 20 to 30% of the week is a TGIF Friday. Now, I'm just going to kind of throw this out there to you guys and let you play around with it and then give me some ideas, give me some feedback in the Telegram channel, or you can write in the comment section below if you like, you want to make it more public. But if everything he teaches us is fractal, have you thought about the TGIF Friday being a fractal tendency? Is it something that you can use? Because remember, I was telling you, everything that I show you, especially when it comes to time in a bottle, if you have a theory, it must be proved on all time frames, all asset classes, right? And you don't want just one little thing like TGIF Friday being a typical 20 to 30%, right? What if TGIF Friday was a fractal thing that happens on dailies, weeklies, monthlies, yearly? Is there a TGIF Friday yearly? I'm just curious. So I'm just going to try this out for the month. If I go to the monthly here and I go a TGIF Friday, if this is a fractal thing, I'm just spitballing, we're just playing with some candles here. That's the beginning of the year. 2023, oh, sorry, December 2024, right there, January. If we close this year inside this box and we pull a TGIF Friday on a TGIF yearly, so we'd expect to see a little pop up here, or if this runs all the way down and we rally back up into TGIF Friday and end the year off in this box somewhere between 21,392 and 28,57. Put that in your notebooks and share that with me at the end of the year. If I've forgotten about it, someone remind me about that, because I believe that anything he tells us has a fractal component. It's not just going to be an isolated incident. And I think everybody uses TGIF Fridays just for Fridays. It's like, wait a minute. If it's fractal, that should appear in some way on all time frames. Now, I don't know what the measurements are. I'm just kind of bouncing ideas off you folks. And there's 15 of you in here to listen to this. So if you guys got any ideas, or if that makes even any remote sense to you, um, let me know. I'll be on the Telegram channel over the course of the rest of the year after Friday, and I might pop on Monday or Tuesday just for out of curiosity to see if my time in a bottle comes to fruition for me and we end up getting another. And the Santa Rally, I'm more interested in the Santa Rally this year off of a specific level. So I'd like to see a Santa Rally from here back up, and then usually a rally into the new year. So if we end this year in here and start the next one to rally up into half this wick or whatever this wick is forming here, 25% of it, roll over and come down. If we go through 50% of whatever wick is created this month to the upside, then we're looking for a potential run to this old high here. Take that out, and then we're looking for daily, weekly reversals back into some significant portions lower. So anyway, that's just an idea I'm tossing around. Don't know if any of you folks are even remotely interested in that idea, but I'm just going to share that with you folks, whoever's in here, and then you guys can decide whether or not it's something that interests you. So there you go. We've already popped into this level here, and we've come right to the edge of the next one. So we're kicking off of it. If tomorrow we don't make it back through this wick, if we just come back into less than 50%, and then we start climbing higher, I like to see that 14 and then 15, 16 next week. And instead of the Santa rally, it's a Santa sell off, like if it rolls over here. That's my logic anyway. These candles now, if we close below here, this becomes important for continuation down to this level. The weekly volume imbalance, yeah, this one down here. I like this one here. So that started at, this is the weekly imbalance right here. And that starts at this candle's high at, its close is 21,105. You got 909. You might be on the December contract instead of the March. But that's the imbalance I'm looking at. It might be the same one you're looking at, Lambo. But that's the one I'm looking at right there for a downside. Pop right into here. This would be really nice to see this just swing into here. Beginning of next week, create that Tuesday low inside this imbalance, and then start to see this pump back up, and you get the Santa rally into the new year. Right back up into this candle here. It's low, the wick, the open, and the mean threshold. Those are the 3 or 4 levels you want to look for. Low, middle of the wick, mean or the open, and the mean threshold. That would be the upside objectives I'd be looking for after we hit here. So we're looking for time in a bottle to give us our swing next week around Tuesday. And then the pump higher. And that'd be it. You just kind of move to the sidelines. Because if we run through this level, and then we start taking out the downside, and we start running into here at 16, 17, which would be next Tuesday. Like if this just continues to charge down, this candle's mean threshold is my line in the sand. I just want to be just below that line in the sand. I don't want a body getting down there, so I'd allow that to get down to, I guess you could allow that to get to here, 24, 28 on the downside. So I could extend this to here. So yeah, it would be the bottom, like almost near the rejection block. But anyways, inside that box is where I want to see price on the worst case scenario is all the way down into here. But we've got a few days. We could just quite easily get down into here within a few days. But that's my idea there for, oh my God, this is weeks. So that's it. Next week, I want to see that in here. I don't want to see another huge candle all the way down to here. I want to see this mean threshold to get taken. That would put you right in that the mean threshold of the order block here. This would be that imbalance. I don't want to see that get taken. If it does, then this busy becomes important to me. So we don't want to see it close below here on a weekly next week. Or this week, I suppose. That'll be this week. Yeah. Next week's all up week. Well, it'll freeze because you got Christmas, but I expect to see this candle play into the factor next week. See how we're inside that range? Discount array. And we've been doing this on a 15-second chart over and over again. And if we lose this one, then that's the last one right there. And if we lose that, then we've got these equal lows. Then we're right down into this, anywhere from here all the way down to here. It's quite huge. So there's the next downside objective. So I'd like to see this pump back up here, and then we can start really looking for this fun stuff here if it starts to fall out of bed in the new year. If this rallies through that level, then we could still see more continuation like this, marching higher and higher. And where do we have a projection? Does anybody have a projection for where you think it might go in the new year? That's my swing projections. What we doing now? Getting a nice little reaction off of that now. Back into here. You want to see this candle hold price? Came back inside the mean threshold of it, and now we're popping off of it. We've come back inside this range, rolling over. You want to see these give way now and start digging into the mean threshold of this to continue down for our objective tomorrow. What say you folks? You got any ideas on this, Paulette? What are you looking for? Come on, look how close we are right now. Our present price is 116, and we need to get to 111, so 5 handles. Oh, we're just 2 handles away from, what's our low here today? 114, and we wanted to get it to 110, so we got 4 handles more to go to hit our first objective there, that box for the downside. Sorry, I missed the question. Where do you anticipate, do you have any ideas where you think it's going to go for the next week? Do you have any upside, downside objectives you're aiming for any specific arrays? We can all help each other out here. If you guys see something I don't see, by all means, let me know. Give me your time frame you're on, the asset class you're on, and the rationale for why you're aiming there. If you just want to show me a chart in the Telegram channel, that's cool too. I'm all right with that. Do you remember when we were here and I was saying, this feels like it's just going to take a tank. It's going to drop down, and it did this. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. And I was convinced I was wrong once it took that high. I was like, oh, I'm wrong. And then boom, this feeling I had to this drop I have right here. I was expecting this to rally into the mean threshold of this candle, roll over, and just tank. It had that feeling to it. So maybe I had a little premonition. One day too soon. Very interesting though. See how this body trades below here? And this candle comes right back up into that candle's opening, or that, yeah, or the close, I should say, of that candle. Perfect. You could have shorted there at 45.256. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days of massive dive all the way from there. 45. So you got 2,500 handles. Oh man, can you imagine it being in that trade? That's exactly what we're teaching on a 15-second chart, and that's the daily. You would have caught the bomber perfect entry on the daily. Now you go down into December 9th and look for a 1 hour reversal. So let's just say we're treating this on the daily. So let's go back to December 9th here, just out of curiosity, and see if our setups work continuously. So December 9th was here. We had this rally back up into 9th right here. So you see how we rally back up into that candle? That's the one we're looking for on the daily. So it rallies back up into it. And you go, great, now I want to see a reversal. So I want to see a break below structure again here. If I break structure, you return back into the premium array again, drop down, finally break this structure. You rally back up into weekly. Not a clean reversal, as it were. I don't see anything in, oh, you're so close. Here, the lowest PD array is right here. This imbalance, that imbalance, that imbalance. So you incorporate all of this on the lowest downside, and as soon as it body trades through that on the downside, you think it's going to extend the range. So if you're anticipating your daily getting back to that level you were looking for, which was, I think it was this one right here on the 9th, yeah. So you're looking for it to rally back into here. So anywhere from here to here. So let's just draw that out. This is, again, no different than what we show you on the 15-second chart. From that candle to that candle. Remember, I always say if we break through the lowest discount array, which is this one, you have to include all of these because they're all imbalances and SIBIs. Draw it out. We trade below it right here. You pop back into it. That's a short. From there, it rallies back up into it again, into that box, rolls over and comes back down. So if that's where you decided, now I'm going to short that, just leave it short, and you would have caught all of that down, come back into the fair value gap. We don't trade through it to go higher. You go down, back up inside the fair value gap. You don't break this high market structure break, drop down, back into the fair value gap. You don't break market structure to the upside, so you keep going. There's your cluster. You break down, you come back up into the low and continue going lower. You don't break the cluster on the upside for breaking market structure. Again, drop below the low. You rally back up into 50% of that range, 70% optimum trade entry day, new day opening gap, roll over. You don't get a body trading above that imbalance. There's nothing in here except for here. You don't get a body above that. Trades lower. And look at this. We have nothing inside here. So you want to see this one get broken to the upside inside that range. There's your premium array. Look at that. Returns right back into the perfect premium array right there. Hits it. And then we had this massive dump. So this still works on, that's a 1 hour basis, looking for that. What we're looking for on a 15-second chart, we saw on a daily and got confirmation on the hourly. And you could have been enjoying a nice little run like that had you had the confidence to trust your PD arrays. And again, maybe you have to see it a few hundred times before you can be more convinced that it works and that it is fractal and happens on all time frames. I was thinking this might be my 1 year anniversary hanging with D. What a pleasure. Yeah, Lambo, actually it's been about a year, hey? It's our champagne date. Definitely going to be a year. It's been a pleasure having you, my friend. I'm sorry, you've gone through all the challenges of those hurricanes, and you've kept your head up, and you've knuckled down, got back to work. You don't give up, man. Kudos, much respect for that. Much respect. Same with Paulette. I bet you she's been beat up by a lot of hurricanes down in the Bahamas there as well. I'm a little engaged at the moment, so I haven't done any analysis for where the market is heading. I do apologize. Oh, don't worry about it, Paulette. I was just curious, just trying to make conversation with people. There's only 11 of you in here anyway, so just making conversation. No worries. No worries at all. Let's just look at these on the hourly basis now because we're getting near the end of the year, so you want to make something. See how all these equal highs were made jagged here? All these equal highs made jagged. That one there is taken as well. You get a reversal right here, this little tiny guy. Trade below it, and you say, I want to see a structure break. Maybe I want to see big structure break right here. Just to know that I'm outside of this consolidation. I want to see it break to the downside. There's your displacement candle. See that one right there? It displaces, takes out that low, takes out that low on a close. So you say to yourself, where am I aiming for? I'm aiming for this imbalance down here, this to be. It has not been traded to yet, so chances are that's the number one we're going to trade into, and look where it lands. Perfect, perfect right here. See that? Nails it, comes back up inside the consolidation. That's the displacement. CAM Model 1 entry, all of this, CAM Model 1, and then kaboom, you would have caught 3 hours of delicious downside. Again, you got to believe in it. You got to believe it works, right? Now you may just say to yourself, well, from here, you don't before that low gets taken and you do get a retracement back up, you want to get yourself a nice little CAM model here. And if we're going to break through this downside here, as soon as we break through this candle on the downside, we know we're heading deeper into the range, right? We've already run down to that range SIBI down here already. So if we can run back up and then drive through it one more time and still use this as support. So if I draw that out, you always want to look for these areas as a potential support. So look for right here, draw that out right there, from there to there. Watch. See how it just comes down, stays inside it, runs back up, all the way back up to where? That structure break on the downside, traded to it, ran all the way down, rejection block, popped back up, found support, ran back up into that range, aiming for that objective there, or the premium array inside from discount to premium. Remember, we're doing this on the daily chart as well. Comes all the way back up into that level, then trades all the way back down into this discount area again. So you go from premium to discount, premium to discount. Don't trade through the discount. So it says we could run back up into the area that hasn't been hit yet, which is, I guess it already has been hit right there. So you run back up into the premium level one more time right there, and you give it a kiss right there. Roll over, come back down, and now you see a displacement. See this big displacement candle, and now we take out all these lows. And it didn't just wick down there, it stayed down there. Then the next candle traded and stopped and still stayed down there, and you go, oh, we're into a larger range. This is my next area of sensitivity. If we're going to blow through this, now if we've got the displacement and we're actually going to go lower now that these equal highs have been made jagged and we've now gone displaced down here. If we've got intentions, we must get back above this level right here in order to clear the mean threshold of this candle out and run back higher into that candle above us. If it runs back up to the candle's body, look at that body close there or open. Look at that, bang, right on the money. And we want to see a body get above here, right? See how the bodies don't? They literally close right on the top. And then all of a sudden it literally opens up at our 2 o'clock hour for the FOMC. And where did it go? Didn't even wick. It just went straight down. straight down, right through that level. So just before FOMC, you could have anticipated that's the level I want to see support at. As soon as it opened and started ripping down, you'd have to look in here to see if there was an opportunity to come back to this low here one more time on the 15-second chart at 104.53. Let's go down to a 1-minute chart, 104.53 before the big jump down. 104.53. 104.53. No, that's way over here. 104.53. 104.55. 104.54. It's just like a little tiny spot right there. That's it. That's all it was. And let's go down to a 15-second chart, and we're looking for around 2 o'clock on a 15-second chart. 12 of you are just allowing me just to humor myself here. 15-second chart, 2 o'clock, 104.53. 104.80, 60, 53. Look at that. There's 51. There's 53. You come back, you give it a kiss right there. See that? And then boom, carry on. So 30 seconds, it did a big run down. You go, oh, if that comes back and taps that low on a 15-second chart, I'm in. Taps it, and then gives you that one opportunity there on the 15-second. And that's what we did. We just searched for it on that hourly. We're looking for a return back into this candle. So as soon as you see it go through it, you think, if I can come back to that on a 15-second chart, you would have been in on it right there at 104.53. And we just found that on the 15-second chart. Is that not cute and sexy or what? Anyway, I love it when a plan comes together. That's precision. That's why you would have found it. You could have, on a 15-second chart, you'd be still in that for that big run down. To get this little run up here, we have this reversal, fair value gap. Trade through this level here, these little cluster of candles. Break market structure here to the upside as well. You trade all the way back down into right just short of this gap. So that one you're going to use that. Look at this one to be used later. See how right here, always kind of keep this in mind. Did we use this level? No, we didn't. If we come back to it in the future, look for it to provide a level of support. Watch. If we come back to it in the future, it'll be a level of support. You see that? And where did it go? It rolled off there again. So then you're looking for, do we continue to the upside and continue to climb higher? Or do we break through it on the downside, close, and extend the range? We close below it right there. You see that? Literally tap below it. And then extend the range. We want to see if this one gets taken out on the downside here at 103.60. So you're looking for the next one is the mean threshold here at 103.62. 103.61.6. Right? Reverse came back up, finally broke through 103.62 up here, and then we continue going lower. So mean threshold held for retracement back above that old high. Watch for this imbalance. See this BISI. Look for the SIBI that runs the BISI. That's the candle. That's the linchpin that holds that run. The moment you break it, come back, unhook the linchpin, and she falls out of bed. So you got to think about these are like pins. You run through them, they become the thing that you want to come back to pop it out so you can drop this whole market down. So that's what you're kind of looking for. Same thing. So it just happens. It's the exact same thing on the higher time frames as well. It's no different on any time frame. So far, you got nothing to hold this going higher. We're still looking for these equal lows below us here. Do you wonder if we see more consolidation after today's big run down, like tomorrow? Yeah, we may see a little consolidation. I want to see it give one more dip down into here. We're looking for that one more wick down and then 14 candle. Could start our run back up for 16, or if we continue 14 going lower, 16, 17, like we pointed for on the daily. I'd like to see it flatten out. It would make those candles so much nicer. Lambo, if you were right. See this displacement candle here we've got now? We now have, we have lots of messages coming through from my girl. They made it. Okay, good. She's got a big drive out to her dad's place. So displacement, use this consolidation now to march higher. We've already ran back into this range. We've ran back into the premium portion right here. And now we're popped back down. So here's the discount portion. And that runs all the way down to here. The fill of that fair value yet. Draw this across. See it right here? So this could run all the way back down inside here. You want to see this hold candle at its wick, half the wick. Now you want to see that go higher. You want to see all this stay open here. That BISI, consequent encroachment, you don't see it lose that. Again, happy, still happy, not so happy, desperate, and if it fills in, then I lose my love for it. It's really strong if we just kick off of here and start breaking back through these two candles. Then you're looking for this upside fill at 103.55. And then if we take that main threshold on a close, come back into that imbalance, use that to leverage higher, then I'm looking for deeper run back into 50% plus in that range. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow there. The rest of the week's going to be interesting, Lambo. What's this one? Oh, this is euro. Spending all that time in euro dollar. Okay, so we're hitting crude oil. It's hitting our downside objective. I should have actually marked this out here so you would have had an idea of where we're looking for premium and discount arrays. Let me just reply to my girl. Glad you I'm glad you're there. She's safe. So premium discount range. See all that in there? So if we're looking for, if there's something in here that tells you that crude oil is making a reversal on a lower time frame, so in a minute we're going to look for this 15 minute because there's nothing in here. So if we break down below that candle, I'm starting to say now these order blocks are important. Even this one here, the moment we break below it, it becomes important to me. I want to see market structure break, obviously, but I'm looking on here for the lower time frames to confirm that if we come back to this level, I want to see if we get strength here. So I'm looking at 1300 hours. I'm looking for a reversal on a 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 second, whatever. I'm looking for a retracement there. And if it keeps driving higher, then I'm looking for mean threshold. If it keeps going higher, I'm looking for the open. Then I'm looking for the mean threshold of the candle itself. And if I lose that, then we're obviously going to continue going higher. But that's what I'm looking for. Every hour, I kind of look for, where is this? Have we validated this candle? Yep. Is there a chance that the next hour we could come back into that candle to validate, to fill in whatever we trade below that? That's my first objective. So the lower time frames, I'm searching for a 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 second reversal right here off this candle's low. So That's what we'll look for in a minute on here. And then your downside objective will obviously be a SIBI that opposes this. There's nothing, no SIBI in here that opposes uh, as opposite to or in this range. So I'm looking for the discount SIBI, and the discount SIBI is right here. From there to there. That's what I'm aiming for on the downside. So I'm looking for here on the 15 minutes. So we'll see if we can find this. We're just doing this as an exercise right now. So we're looking for a 15-minute reversal right here. And that would be off of 70.40. So we'll go down to our 15-minute candle. 70.40 puts us right in here. So let's make this chart here bigger. 70.40, right? So at 70.40, which is right here, that's 70.40. That's the bottom of that candle we're looking for. So if we get a retracement back into that candle, we're looking for a short there. So we're looking for, okay, so we're looking at this here and we're saying, if this closes above this level on a close, then we're probably going to go up into the mean threshold and higher. If it doesn't, and we drop down below that level one more time, then the next time we enter back to it, I'm going to take that for a short. See how we trade below it here? We trade back into it here. You get short right there off of that. So you don't get the 79.40, you get the 79.36, so 4 cents less. And then you would have caught all that run down to the discount array we were looking for over here. Which is this candle's low, 69.37. Where's price presently sitting? It came down to 69.41. We're looking for 69.37. So this volume imbalance right here. If it taps that volume imbalance, you have a 4 cents from the perfect entry right there off that candle, because that's what you're looking for this to continue coming lower into this range. And then when it breaks market structure to the downside, you've got even further confirmation that we're heading back down here. Does that make sense to you guys? Actually, today retraced down, came to about 65% of the range. Could be a little more, as you're saying. 79 is 21 big figure, which is the bottom of my weekly volume imbalance. Now that I'm using March contract, LOL. Exactly. You can't unsee this when you see it. It's beautiful. So still looking for that little thing to tap there. And you've got this BISI on this side here as well. So you expect to see at least that low tap there, which is 37. So you're still looking for this volume imbalance to get hit one more time, or at least get hit once. Remember I was talking about it would, that other one over here, and we said, oh, you draw it out. If it doesn't get hit first time, look for it to get drawn into again. And I drew it all the way out here, and you went, oh, look how it touched it, and then went through it, came back, blah, blah, blah. Look at this, exact same thing on an hourly level. That was a 15-second chart. I shared that with you on a different asset class. So watch this, see how we trade back to it, but we did not refill this. Draw it out, because later on it's an area of hunt on the way down. So I'm expecting to see this get hit and then a reaction off of that, or if we trade through it, I expect to see it as a level of support to push through the mean threshold of that candle. So keep your eyes on that. How's little bitty coin doing? Itty bitty coin sitting right in the box. Look at gold, Poop in the bed. We're looking for this consolidation to get blown out, and then we're looking for this gap to fill. And that gap's been filled now. Now we're looking for this to run through right here at 2618. Look where we're sitting right now. We've even cleaned out that one. So we're taking the lows, and where's the next downside objective for us? The carrot. Let's put the carrot over here. That's my next downside objective, my friends. Look for that in gold. TSX. Are we going to go lower in TSX? You'd have to incorporate all that. Guess we can go to here. Look for that downside box to get hit on the TSX. Not that you're trading TSX, of course. It's Canadian market. I like this. This is good. This is all swing stuff in here. That's my prediction for cocoa. This could go as high as 18,000. Mosaic, unfortunately, for my buddy Craig, still coming down. Looking for this downside objective here. That would be terrible. That would be like 13 bucks again. You'll see if it just keeps chopping. It's got to start breaking market structure to the upside, and it's not showing us any sign of that right now. Three, four, so that's it. The end of the day. It's all done. If anybody has any questions, you want me to look at anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll sign off for today, and I will see you folks tomorrow morning. Is there anything you want me to look at? Any specific asset class you want me to look at before I sign off? I got 10 of you in here. I'll do you the faves and check out an asset you're interested in. Just type it in the box there. Johnny, Jang, good insight, but how come you use such ugly candle colors? Because I'm colorblind. Now do you feel bad? I need contrasting colors. Red and green don't work for me. That's why I use big, ugly yellow and blue. That's a definite contrast down and a definite contrast up. There you go, Johnny. There's a reason why I use ugly candle colors. Do you feel bad now? Do you feel like, oh, damn, I put my foot in my mouth. You guys colorblind. I try to make it a little more pleasurable. No, but that's a good answer. That's good. Any anybody got any comments other than my crappy colors that I'm using? Is there a specific asset like or TY? Is it TYL or you just what are you looking for there, Lambo TY? Is that Min Viking colors? give me the, if you want me to look at a specific asset, let me know. Just tell me the time frame you want me to be on and the trading symbol, and I'll have a quick peek at it for you before I head out for the rest of the day. TY, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's what TY stands for. Equals thank you. Gotcha. I was going to say, you want me to look up TY? Wait, hold up. I just found your account. You have been trading ICT since 2016. Yes, I have, Johnny. Yes, I have, sir. I was originally part of the original 800, the Spartan 800. I know there was three, but we can call ourselves the original 800. And a bunch of them left in that first little horde that he created back in 2016. You just found this account, Johnny? Well, you are going to be in for some electrifying price action reading. You just ask some of these guys. I don't know about they're a very smart fellow or not, but you can check with these guys and you can join our Telegram channel. You'll find out there just how good we get reading price action. We dial it in pretty freaking tight, I tell you. So welcome, welcome. This is your Christmas present. You found our channel. Do you think he's hit the right one there, Lambo? Do you think this is the right place for him? And it's all free here. Go to the bio description above and you'll see the 3 links in the bio description. Just click on that and you'll see there's a Telegram channel link in there. The one and only place. All we say is just be respectful inside there. If you're not respectful, you're gone. You waste a good opportunity. There's some super smart people in there. I tell you, there's great people in there, good traders and people that are keen to teach and share their knowledge and help each other out. No drama. We're all in it for the camaraderie in the trading. That's it. So nobody else wants me to look at any specific assets. I give you another 60 seconds if anybody's interested, and then I'll close this up, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early. I'm in Winnipeg time now, so 1 hour closer to New York, so I might even be on another hour earlier than I normally am, which is 9 o'clock New York time. I might be in here like bright and early, like 6 or 7 in the morning. So it's at least 7 o'clock New York time I should be here. And pre-market always seems to be a nice little run on assets, on liquidity before the market opens. I'm trying to find some, oh, this is regular trading hours, that's why. Electronic. And now it makes sense. You were early today. Yeah, I might still wake up just as early. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just now doing it over here in Winnipeg. Happy to have stumbled across all of this. I'll keep tabs on things moving forward. Thank you. Indeed, Johnny, you are welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, well, I guess no one else wants me to look at anything else, so I will close up shop now, and I will see you folks tomorrow morning. All the best, and again, welcome, Johnny. We wish you all the best of success in your upcoming trading year, and stick around, man. You're going to learn some real cool stuff. How long have you been doing ICT for? Are you new to this ICT stuff, or have you been doing it for a while as well? 1.5 years now. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you got your setup. If you do, that's awesome. We're going to help you fine tune your setup so you can see price action on a 15-second chart. You will see price action with a degree of accuracy that's going to blow your mind. It's going to be crazy. I have watched 2022 Market Maker primer and now working through the core content. Good idea. Keep trucking away at it, and I tell you, you're going to see this stuff. Once you see it, you're going to be a unsee it, man. You're going to see the markets doing the same thing over and over and over again. And we talk about being in price action every morning. We talk about being on the horse, as we call it, and not getting thrown off. If it changes direction, I'll show you exactly where it changes direction, and with precision. Like on a 15-second chart, you'll see where price turned and went back the other way, and where people get ready, like guys like Hadi, who picked this stuff up so quick, and he rides ranges like you wouldn't believe. I'll show you how to make a fail safe, how to protect your stop loss before your stop loss even gets hit. There's a fail safe that you'll learn. We also have using a fib tool, trading inside the range, liquidity hunts for inside range, internal range liquidity, using a fib tool to scale out on the way up to a level of precision so that if it turns on you, you're scaling out even if you're on the wrong side of the market. We'll show you all that stuff. So you're in for some cool, fun stuff in the next few months, Johnny. So stick around. And anyway, that'll be it for me. I will see you folks again tomorrow morning.